Hello, and welcome to my strategic analysis of Live Nation Entertainment, which is the business that I chose to do that aligns best with what I want. So, starting off with a little introduction about the company and the company overview, Live Nation Entertainment Incorporated is a leading global entertainment company that is headquartered in Beverly Hills, California. They started in 2010, and it started as a merger between Live Nation and Ticketmaster, and it operates as a concert promotion, venue operations, ticketing, and artist management. Why this fits my personal alignment is because with my major in hospitality management and my passion for live events, I'm very drawn to Live Nation's dynamic environment, their entire company culture, all of the things that they do and produce and put on, and my experience with organizing some of the campus events, such as working as an event banquet server at Fritz Noble, aligns heavily with what I would love to do and get more into for Live Nation. So, some just company overview. Their mission is to maximize the live concert experience, and their vision is to be the world's leading live entertainment company by connecting artists and fans through these unforgettable memories and experiences. They value innovation, integrity, diversity, and fan-centric approaches. And some key statistics about the Live Nation is they were founded in 2010, as I said, in Beverly Hills, California. There's about 16,000 employees and they generate a revenue of 23.2 billion as of 2024. They operate in over 40 countries and some of their major events that they do are there's so many, but there's such as Bonnaroo and Austin City Limits. They also work with major head artists like Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar, and that's just the small scope of where they start. So the pestle analysis external environment for this company, for political, they are subject to regulations concerning antitrust laws, and they have to follow the DOJ's 2024 lawsuit, which allegedly um, it was just like this whole thing, but that's some of the things they have politically. For economic, there's always economic fluctuations that can impact their spending on entertainment. However, post-pandemic, the demand for live events was really strong because people really wanted to reconnect and just get out into the world again and see their favorite music live. For social, the growing consumer preference for live experiences and social media sharing keeps it's very popular and it keeps increasing as more artists drop new albums, as new festivals come to life. It's just insanely growing. For technological, the advancements in live streaming and ticketing platforms such as Ticketmaster have improved user experience, and I can also have firsthand of this because I'm always buying new tickets all the time. And for environmental, the increasing pressure to implement sustainable practices in event management, including like waste reduction and energy efficiency, is really big. And for legal, they face legal challenges related to ticket pricing transparency and competition laws. Moving on to Porter's Five Forces, their threat of new entrants is low just due to the high capital requirements and just how established they are and how established people know them as for their brand. Bargaining power of suppliers is moderate because artists and venues can negotiate terms, but Live Nation offers a long a long leverage. For bargaining power of buyers, this is high because the consumer demand and fair pricing and transparency with ticketing is a really big game player, and everyone's always trying to get the best tickets, best deal. So this is a very high. The threat of substitutes is moderate because there are alternatives like virtual concerts and streaming services, but not as popular. The industry rivalry is high with competition with other big events, companies such as AEG Live and then independent promoters. And the sixth force, complementers, is also high because partnerships with streaming platforms and social media can enhance event reach and fan engagement. For the Vrio analysis, their valuable is their extensive network of venues and exclusive artist contracts. They're rare because they have a dominant market share in live event promotion and ticketing. Imitatable, their ticketing technology and longstanding industry relationships doesn't really make it as imitatable, but could be fairly. They're organized because they have efficient organizational structure that supports their global operations, not just US based. And Live Nation basically possesses this competitive advantage through its unique resources and capabilities. For their business level analysis, their differentiation offers unique live experiences, VIP packages, exclusive events, and it just creates a more valuable concert experience. For cost leadership, um, the they basically utilize their relationships globally and with the artists to negotiate better deals with venues and artists and this helps like consumers save when they save. And their strategy targets specific market segments that is tailored to events and genre-specific festivals. Live Nation does work heavily with a lot of EDM as well, and they put on a lot of raves. For their corporate level strategy, excuse me, they grew through mergers and acquisitions, and they continue to acquire more regional promoters and venues to expand its global footprint. For their vertical integration, they control multiple stages of their value chain from ticket sales to event production. And for their diversification, they expand into related areas such as merchandise sales and digital streaming to continue to diversify their revenue streams. Some of their strategic challenges are facing antitrust laws that could lead to structural changes within their company. Also, public perception of the company, which is criticism over ticket pricing and fees, which is a very big common thing with Ticketmaster. Technological disruption, which you need to continually innovate and make sure that your digital entertainment alternatives are still there. And then event safety, which is just ensuring that all these huge, large scale events that are getting put on remain safe for the consumers and the people attending them. Some proposed strategic enhancements would be to enhance their transparency, which would be to implement more clear pricing structures and in the end like reduce the hidden fees that don't show up until you like check out. To another proposed strategic enhancement is to invest in technology. And you can do this by developing advanced platforms for virtual events because that just started rising even more post COVID since events couldn't be held live all the time. There's a new switch to virtual events. They can establish more programs to navigate the regulatory like landscapes, especially globally and abroad. And they can adapt more of an eco-friendly practice in their event management to meet these environmental expectations and to also just build a better brand image for Live Nation. So, why Live Nation is my ideal employer is because they align with my career goals and what I want to work with large scale event planning, marketing, and just being hospitable and giving beautiful experiences to people. Their work environment is very fast paced and they have a completely diverse of projects, festivals, things you could work with. And I also really would love to travel and be abroad at some point. So they are very global as well. Um, and it honestly just fits me culturally because of how diverse the company is, how innovative they are, creative, and the passion for live entertainment. My strategic career plan would be to first secure an internship with event coordination for Live Nation. Preferably in California would be very nice. And then I would say within the next couple of years, I would like to try out different forms of the event planning and structural um, dynamic, whether that is like creative entertainment, the actual production of the events, and just pretty much just get my foot in the door, try everything out, and see what I love the most. even though I'm leaning more towards the creative project side of it. Ideal skills and qualities for this job, I feel, would be leadership and the ability to manage diverse teams and such complex projects. Also, the adaptability. It's a very fast-changing environment. Things are always changing. Regulations are always changing, especially globally. Having great communication and good interpersonal and negotiation skills, especially to get the better deals on the venues or to get better contracts with the artists. Creativity is a very big one because I feel like you need to have this innovative approach and you always got to be thinking of the next big thing. And then I feel like technical proficiency as well with the software and the digital marketing tools that come along with it. Networking and job strategy. I would use LinkedIn first of all, and then like the DU alumni network. And then once I kind of have a foot with that, the industry events, either getting in with other industry event companies or attending workshops and conferences such as that, and customizing my application and resume and cover letters to just make me stand out as the best candidate. In conclusion, Live Nation's industry and leadership is committed to live entertainment, not just US, but globally. They have had an exceptional career growth since 2010, and they're very well known as one of the leading live entertainment companies. This fits my personal fit because of the aspirations and the company's mission. And for the future outlook, I'm eager to be able to contribute to Live Nation and to work with them one day. And these are my citations. Thank you so much for your time.